person is charged with submissions by both the EPP and the defense counsels. The EPP proposes that the accused be admitted to stringent bond terms. The defense, on the other hand, has produced in court an order of the High Court in Kisii, miscellaneous application E101 of 2025, where the High Court granted the accused anticipatory bail of 50,000 shillings. There is also evidence that the anticipatory bail was paid. There is also evidence that those orders were served. The defense urges the court to admit the accused to the same bond terms given by the High Court. The right to bail or bond is a constitutional right and can only be denied where compelling reasons are shown. I have noted the circumstances under which the accused was arrested during pendency of a court-ordered anticipatory bail, which is regrettable. But since the accused has now been charged and is before this court to face the charges, I will consider the application for bond with particularity to this file. Having regard to the above analysis, I find no compelling reason warranting denial of bond, and accordingly, the accused is to be released on bond of 200,000 with one surety of similar amount or cash bail of 100,000. Can take a date for pre-trial.
2nd of March.
You confirm 7th of March?
Second.
Just a minute.
Lewis, you can confirm the date you have said second. So we mentioned this matter on 2nd of March. The accused is reminded that he is expected to attend court.
So just some clarification. Do we count the 50,000 that is already?
It's a pending file. You can just have it, conclude the file, it takes back his money. Yes.
But we want to thank you for being just and fair. Thank you. And have a good day.
Tomorrow it could even be you, Your Honor. And I want to tell my colleague here that I've appeared in court representing an officer, DPP, who has been charged in a court of law. But I still insist that justice should be served to every suspect, every accused person. We said these things during the era when there was harassment of Jaramogi Oginga Odinga. We said those things when there was harassment on Raila, and we'll say them even today. Because we want a fair, just society. Your Honor. This drama, can you imagine, Your Honor, arresting an honorable member of parliament with 6 vehicles, 3 Land Cruisers, 3 Subarus. We request to see him, we are told he's being rushed to Kisii. I have not slept. I was at Keroka police station at 1 a.m. And the police said, no, come and meet the accused in Kisii. I traveled all the way to Kisii to be told now the vehicles have turned, they're heading to Nabu. What happened to the provisions of the CPC section 771? The place where the offense occurred, or within the local limits where the accused was apprehended, is where an accused person will be charged. What happened to that section? Huh? This is a display of impunity. So we want to urge you, Your Honor. Nobody has disputed that court order. There is evidence before you to show that we served the court order. Today I want to sleep, Your Honor, knowing that the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya is there to protect citizens of this country from the overreach of the state and of the office of the DP. I want to sleep soundly tonight, Your Honor, so that tomorrow we don't see people being harassed in Mombasa, taken all the way to Busia. When a lawyer is in Busia, the accused is being taken to Kungoma. We can't run a country. So I plead, Your Honor, that show the authority of the court this morning, so that you can put an end to these games being played by the DP. Thank you.
We also further just reiterate what we had stated earlier about the bail on bond terms against the court. Your Honor, to just address you briefly, just to narrate the chronology of events so that the court is aware that the DPP as well as the police had no malice in this matter. And we could address it in a more, in another forum. Your Honor, when the application for anticipatory bail was made on 19th of December 2025 or thereabouts, the same is said to have been served in our KC office. However, the in charge there seems not to have received the same. Either it must have not reached his desk. However, the same was, we are only aware that the same was served, if at all, at our office and not KC and not the.
And you know, when we enacted our new constitution, we have a chapter called Chapter 6 on integrity and leadership. If a colleague, a lawyer, a person that should be subject to the disciplinary committee of law society can lie to court, then why are we taking this country? We have rendered to the court an affidavit of service as proof that the order, anticipatory bail order, was served on the office of the DPP. And the DPP is headed by a lawyer. That's our colleague. If for nothing, Your Honor, we should see some respect for court orders from the office of the DPP. If you look at a copy of the affidavit of service, it indicates even the time that order was served, Your Honor. And I'm even wondering, if the statement of the accused person was taken this morning, when did the DPP review the file to make a decision whether he should charge the accused person? We're just playing politics with our judicial justice system, Your Honor. The OCS was served with the order. It was even sent to him through the phone. And that would confirm, Your Honor, that affidavit of service before you this morning. We cannot, Your Honor, come to court as officer of this BP to display impunity before you. What I expected from my colleague is to render an apology to the court and admit that the accused person should be released on the bail terms that were granted by the High Court. These others are stories. With tremendous respect to my learned colleague, those are stories. Your Honor, this morning, I want this court to reaffirm the authority of the court. Remember, Madam, Your Honor, that after we enacted this new constitution, we professionalized the office of the DPP.
And they did inform the judge that they had not been served. with the orders. Subsequently, on the same day, the ODPP was served with the orders, a copy which is before you, Your Honor, clearly received an indicator that the office of the DPP was aware or is aware and alive to this order.
To give what is being termed stringent bail terms to the accused person. And the accused has not agreed.
And they are out of time. Our prayer is that you admit the client under similar terms, and I will let, if you kindly indulge us, my colleague, and who's our host today, is been gracious enough on short notice to host us, the chairman, the branch here, as a colleague to address you on a single couple of matters. Arrest. Odera, and my client appeared as well. An indicator that he is not violated the terms as issued or ordered by the court on the site. That was to ensure civility during investigations, and that the applicant was not to be denied his freedom on the basis of malice, ill will,
that for the purposes of fit and plea, and for the purposes of meeting the 24 hours rule, he may be brought to Narok for plea taking. And that's when he was brought. I only informed my colleague in PC that his case is here this morning. She was also just aware.